There we go. Hallencroft, I refunded coffee because I am literally out of water at the office. I forgot. The last time I was here filming, I used all the water from the water cooler. I can't make coffee if I want to. So yeah. All right. Why did the deck talk not read that out? The deck talk is on. Or am I just not hearing the deck talk? Let me check here. Chat update. It's deck talk worked. Well, then it's my end. Okay. Did I not turn the headphones on? No, they were on. Okay. Connected. Okay, I heard it click. I don't know. Well, Redshift, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 26 months there. I very much appreciate that. Okay.
Laura Coon subbed as tier 1 and says no coffee a second, no coffee stream. Will you be okay? Semicolon.
End of line.
Vitoken has subbed as tier 1 and says
End of line.
Chloe Raccoon, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 6 months there. Yeah, the coffee stream is actually worse for me overall because I already drink a lot of coffee, like way too much coffee. And Vital Kitty, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 22, that's 16, and for 22 months there. I appreciate that. All right. So, that's a computer and that's a monitor. And the last time you all saw the monitor, wait, no, I didn't do that on video, did I? Oh, no, last time you guys saw the monitor, it what did you guys see? Okay, Marshall, thank you for the 19 months there. Booyah, thank you. Yeah. What have I actually done on video? I've been working on this thing so much. I genuinely have no idea. I know we did a live stream that was like diagnostics, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I know I posted on Mastodon a photo of it, but have you guys ever seen this thing powered on?
YLT 3R subbed as Prime and says
End of line.
Jay Wilder, thank you for the Prime sub and for 20. That's
THELADYIRONBORN subbed as tier 1 and says 29.
End of line.
Jay Wilder, thank you for the Prime sub for 20 months there. And the Lady Ironborn, thank you for the tier 1 sub there and for 29. 16, 24, 4, 1. That's a lot of months there. Wow. Mastodon. I don't think I recapped it on stream. I don't think I did. All right. Well, let me get you guys caught up here. Click. I'm gonna let the computer just warm up for a moment. So you're among the farthest back subs. Yeah, absolutely. Not related, but 86 mod video was great, very informative. Well, thank you.
82 subbed as tier 1 and says
End of line.
Steelflight 82, thank you for the tier 1 sub there, and for 12. That's not quite up to that. 12. Thank you. Oh man, this thing takes forever to boot, so we're gonna be here for just a moment here. Oh man, yeah, so a couple of things. Somehow, last Sunday stream, that day...
Prime and says insert offensive and or suggestive joke here.
End of line.
TCX, thank you for the Prime sub and for 15 months. Somehow, last Sunday's stream used 8 gigs of data. Normally, it should be like 3. I don't know what happened. So we're kind of on track to be over. We're not over yet. We were at 38 gigs when I started this morning out of 50. And we have to go until the 14th, if I remember right. I don't know how that works out calendar days wise. Let me double check here real quick. Like, so it's 28th. That's rough. Of course. That has to go right up to a Sunday. So yeah, that's not great. So I might experiment with more streams off of the mooched Wi-Fi. We'll see. But also, right before the stream, I almost didn't get the stream working with the ATEM stuff that allows me to do, you know, just a button press there for switching cameras, because I have submitted a formal support ticket to Blackmagic over the cameras not working with my Tascam DR701D anymore for HDMI timecode syncing, and it appears the bug happened 5 years ago. And I didn't know, because it wasn't until I got the ATEM that I actually updated the firmware on the camera, because I didn't want to use Color Science 5 because I had written my own Blackmagic RAW decoder, so I was stuck on a Color Science 4 firmware, which put me way far back. So that's why it took until I got the ATEM like last year to encounter the issue, and I've had problems with the audio stuff, so I got kind of sick of it, and I've been trying to use the Tascam again, and I've got tired of it, so I was like, I'm going to just contact them. And they were like, did you try downgrading? And I'm like, you know, no, I didn't. I know it happened the day I updated the firmware. So I tried downgrading a little bit. No, that wasn't it. Okay, I'll go back one more. No, that's still not it. Back. Okay, maybe I should go back like a year. No. So I had to go all the way back to a 2019 firmware. Actually, the firmware before they added any support for the ATEM to make only this camera work. Literally, it is impossible to make that camera work with the DR701D right now, because the firmware on that camera cannot go that far back, because Blackmagic claims it's because their display panel providers changes. It changed at least 3 times, I think. So they say that the firmware can't go that far back because they don't have drivers for the panels or whatever. This is a launch model camera, so it can run any firmware. So this is the only one that can use it, but it can't use it and work with the ATEM. So, yay! Was the point of the ATEM synchronization? Yes, which I think is the problem. I think what happened is they redid the HDMI timecode stuff, or repurposed that part of the signal, I don't know, for the ATEM, and it broke traditional HDMI timecode syncing. That's my best guess. So, yeah, this morning I was messing around with that stuff, and we'll see how that goes. So, yeah. All right, let's turn on the monitor. Boop. Which you guys have never seen. Ah, it's on! Trust me! It's on! So this is where this gets, weird. Edit. Boom. Yep, it's on. Here, let me turn off the front lights. Look, you can see stuff. So what's happening here is the brightness of the monitor is too low. So I messed with literally everything in this thing trying to get it to work, and I think I messed up the actual sub brightness level. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to need to change, but all the video's there. Like it's actually all totally fine, other than it's kind of blurry. It's ghosting a little bit here. Let me swap you over to this view so you can see edit there. And I'm just going to crank the camera up, ISO 8 trillion. All right, so you can see the video. All right, it's working. Let's not drop the monitor. Little ghosty around there. That part's not amazing, but it is in fact working. That's an EGA monitor. So another thing I can do is I can actually help this a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna make that wider. If I go into this, I think I can crank this or something. I have it set to kind of, yeah, here we go. Nope, there we go. It's a little brighter, a little better. There's 2 like hidden secret squirrel knobs on the back, and they're not amazing. So yeah, we really need it to be something more like that. You can see how the lines there. I think what I need to do is get to G2 on the neck board. I think that's what I need to get to. So we got to take it apart again. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's real bright. So yeah, in normal lighting, the only thing we can see is the actual white.
Is running.
I apparently turned off the deck talk. Sorry. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do here to make this work, but it's gonna work. So, I'm not going to tell you all what made it work, because I'm gonna hold that for the video, because, it sucked. So yeah, but that's what we're gonna work on today. So we need to turn this off and take it apart. That all seemed real bright when it squished in, but it's probably fine. So, all right. Oh, man. Give me the heating element. No, it's not that. But yeah. So, I feel like there was other stuff going on here, but I don't remember what it was. Looks like you might be picking up. Oh, you're picking up the T1600? Nice, Matrox. Let's see. Oh, so, I was trying to think about how to mention this, but there might be a potential that I can double the data cap at the office now. Because I can now move my business number, which is currently trapped on Skype, to an actual phone, but it's going to require me to middleman step through another phone, which I now have, but I have to get like a temporary phone service, because I have a phone now that does SIM and eSIM, so dual SIM.
Dodgerson subbed as Tier 3 and says finally, Friday. Tier 3 sub for more bandwidth.
Whoa. Dogface, thank you for the 22 months of Tier 3 sub. Holy moly, thank you so much. Anyway, that's an expensive phone there. So yeah, here's what happened, all right? 2-3 days ago, Black Magic did a thing. They did the thing. And I now have Black Magic camera on Android. So I'm pretty excited here, because I can now use my phone as a camera in the exact same ecosystem that my real cameras use. So this has some limitations, but ooh, it's good. I am liking this. Link to the APK file, it's free. I mean, you can just go download it. It requires a very new version of Android. I'll say it just straight up would not work on my Note 9, because that was an ancient thing. This is just better in every way. Yeah, it's on the Play Store. Yeah, no, it's free. You just go get it. Finally replaced the Note 9, yes. So, total on time, okay? Here's the final number, okay? Your Pixel, depending if it's a 7 or an 8, non-A, I think it'll work. The Note 9, total time was 14,447 hours of uptime. And then I had to turn it off to pull out the SIM. Ultra. Yes, he killed my uptime. I know, I'm so mad. But Blackmagic camera, I mean, come on here. It's going to be pretty good. The only thing the Blackmagic camera does that the Note, the only thing that's missing on it right now is the ability to record to external media. The iPhone version can, so I assume that's coming. This is just an initial release. But yeah, I am going to miss the Note 9 a lot. Like a lot. But it's going to be worth it to have Blackmagic camera stuff. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So, I was going to say, share the BMC app news with you until I saw the phone list. Yeah, let me put it this way. I was already planning on buying the Xperia 5 Mark VI, and then Sony just, like, completely screwed that up. So I had already allocated stupid phone money. So, literally, within an hour after I'd seen the news that the app had released, I was at Best Buy. So, anyway, let's go ahead and check out the monitor. So we need to, I'm going to leave the computer on because we need a video source for it. But we do need to take the monitor apart. Trying to figure, you know what, let's do something sensible here. I'm going to attach the case to the computer. I'm going to turn the computer off. Change my mind. Turn the computer off. We're going to attach the case properly. And then we're going to take the monitor off and service it on top of the computer because the computer's giant and bulky and yeah. Supports external recording on the OS level. Oh, interesting. Huh. Well, it would still make sense for it to come to the Blackmagic app, or Android, but now you're making me a little nervous that it may not. I'm kind of hoping it will. So, yeah. This is one of those things where it's why I'm so deep into the Blackmagic ecosystem. It is, I like how they think. So, yeah. Aren't Sims hot plug? They technically might be, but the phone will complain. But also, I don't think it should count if I have the phone plugged in and sitting on a shelf. That doesn't count. So it only was real while it was my daily driver to me. So, all right. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm taking this off. So this is unplugged now. And then I'm gonna grab this. And now we have to remove the case on the monitor. Oh. All right. Okay, so there's 5 screws. There should be 6 that we have to remove for this, but this one's missing one. It's also very gross, but we're gonna not worry about that. So, let's see. All right. Let's get into this thing. I'm hoping we can finish off this thing today. This isn't what I actually wanted to do today. So we're kind of off schedule, but you know, I want this done. So this is what we're doing today. Yeah. All right. One more machine thread screw. Wish I had the other one of these, but nope. And then 2 coarse thread screws. Guess I'm gonna have to unplug video. I kind of can't believe the feet on this thing haven't turned to dust because they are extremely cracked and shattering. But so far they've held up. Also, there's some really gross stuff on this case. So I'm gonna have to clean this thing before I call it all done. I know way too much about this thing now, by the way. I am I am super overworking on the 5154. Yeah, look how decayed these feet are. I cannot believe they haven't just crumbled completely yet. Okay. So, I'm going to do the smart thing, and I'm going to walk this far away. The things that we need to adjust are numerous. Man, how do we even want to approach this? So, here is the G2 pot. All right. That's one of the, I think that's the one I need to adjust, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're going to turn this thing back on and we're going to see if we can make that work. What tube is that? I don't know. It's a Hitachi. There you go. So, plugging video back in. And then plugging power into the monitor. No, I'm not going to turn the computer back on yet. because I need to plug the keyboard in so I can get into edit so we can have a known display.
Train Synthetic subbed as Prime and says it's resubmit day for me.
End of line.
Trains in the Attic, thank you for the Prime sub and for 19 months. I appreciate that. Is it still in spicy mode? I don't know what you mean. Okay, come on. Plug in. Plug in. There we go. All right. Computer on and monitor on. Okay. Whew. Man. Is there a charge? Oh, well, I mean, yeah. And yes, it is a keyboard with a trackball built in. Okay. We have a different ball head on here today. It's way smaller and simpler. And I think it'll end up working better. Also mounts to the camera more securely. It's just not as nice. So we're going to run that for a little while. See how that goes. The other thing is I think the vertical size is messed up. I'm really nervous about touching it to try and see the RAM value, but oh, for giggles. Let's just do it.
KARATAUS 82S of as tier 1 and says 21
Nope.
months and he still keeps me around for all of these tech tangent shenanigans.
End of line.
I think it's that. No. There we go. Carthouse, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 22 months there. I am appreciative of you being here. Okay, so that's what we got, and there is video there. Edit. All right, we're gonna go into this, and then yeah. So again, if I turn off the back, all the lights really, and then crank ISO, you can see the dark area. That should be brighter. So I'm going to turn that on, and then I'm going to leave the back off so it's a little easier for me to see. So I can see that. So G2 adjustment. Okay. This is what I would call not easy. I don't have a good tool that's like just the right size for this, unfortunately. I'm going to try the iFixit spudger, if I can figure out where I put it. I don't remember if this needs to be non-conductive or not, actually. I don't think that's an inductor, so I guess if I can just find a appropriate size flat blade, I can just put it in there, because I think that is resistant. I don't know what's wrong with the deck talk. I'll just restart it. There's the spudger.
Deck Talk Express is running. External power on.
Okay, that's the wrong size. It's gonna have to be the magnetic bit set. Alright, so there's no real easy way for me to show you what's going on the backside, so you're gonna have to bear with me for a moment. We might literally adjust the one knob and be done here. I don't know. That is like just the right size. Whoa. Escape. Okay. Is that moving? Not really. Okay, there we go. Aha! G2 is the answer. Oh my gosh. It's 51, 54. Oh, that's perfect. Ooh, that's excellent. Okay, so that's hilarious. Oh man, that's totally it. That's it. It's beautiful. Look at it. It's perfect. Okay, we tuned it. We're done. That's all. Oh man. Yeah, that was fast. Okay. Oh, you have no idea. So much work. And then the one knob, that's it. I wasn't recording. All right. I'm catching you up. I was doing a live stream and I kind of just meandered into this, but the G2 value here was the issue, so I can get that pretty much right there. And that is, in fact, the 5154 fully working. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Man, has it been 30 minutes since something's actually been accomplished? Well, I spent a lot more than 30 minutes on this since you've last seen it. I'll say that. Oh my gosh, so that's that working. Oh yeah, let me adjust the vertical size here for this. So, yes, beautiful. Oh man, that is correct there. On that, actually, here we go. Let's check something. Alt F X to escape here. We're gonna CD pads demo, and then PCBS. That's not, the blue convergence is not right on this. Uh-oh. That was deck talk. It's really dim.
Deck Talk Express is running. External power on.
But yeah, blue convergence is not, not quite right. Or blue is bleeding, I'm not sure. Drat. Well, that's gonna need some resolving. But PCBs, okay. This is a critical test because this is going to run in high-res EGA mode. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect! Yes! Oh, that's it. Oh, yes. Oh. For the record, that is PCB design software running on an 8088. Man. I don't know what to do about the blue convergence. I'm nervous about that. It is possible I need to adjust the phase, but I'm not sure because I messed with everything. Oh man. That's excellent. Yeah, I'm nervous of the big magnets. There's a real good chance I bumped them. I might see the one I bumped. All right, let's do a little bit of research. Whoop, let's not knock off the power strip. Okay, let's see if the documentation covers the convergence strips. So, well, first let me see if I can show you this. I don't think I'm overdriving blue because it looks white in the areas that are supposed to be white. So I don't think I'm overdriving it. You think blue might be strong? Maybe. But let me show you this. So these are the convergence adjustment strips. And I can see one, well, let me rephrase that. These are the convergence adjustment strips, and I can see the mark where it was tuned at the factory, and the paint doesn't really line up for this one. That is easily exposed. Now, I don't know, there might be a glue strip on there that is actually lining up. I'm not sure, but that could be an indication that it was bumped. So there might be something there, but it could also be that the blue color channel is a little too strong. That would be surprising to me because it's a lot more difficult to adjust, and I don't think I messed with that. You literally have the M marked? Not sure what you mean. Did you miss the explosion? No, it's working perfectly. Look at it. That's monitor on. Have them marked. Oh, well, they're marked with numbers. I mean, one says P, one says like 6. I don't know. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any pots that just allow me to adjust the individual color channels, at least not easily accessible. Meant the white strip. Oh, okay. I didn't do that. That's factory. What's the tab on the adjustment strip? Yeah, they're weird. All right, so on to documentation here. This is the Sam's Photo Fax. Is this... That is active. Hold on. There is thermal paste on here. Let me get that off. Okay. So here's the Sam's Photo Fax for this. I don't remember if this covers the convergence strips. So let me see if this does. I'm feeling like it doesn't, but it should, and really. So let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we have sub brightness, R1, V size. That doesn't sound right. No, this is from the inside. Okay, sub contrast, sub brightness. That was what I was getting adjusted to try and make it a little brighter before, but that was not enough. That's why we needed G2. Okay. Convergence adjustment. Okay. So this is what I need. 4-pole, convergence, magnets. They're not labeled. Why would they be labeled? Connect RGB video pattern monitor, generator. Adjust the 4-pole convergence magnets. Converge the red, green, and blue dots at the center of the screen. Just 6-pole convergence. Converge red, green, and blue dots over the green at the center of the screen. You know, it may not be convergence. What if it is a little blue? So when you guys say, oh, it looks a little bit too blue, that's not really a fair assessment because you're looking at it through a camera. My white balance settings are going to impact that. The other thing is the monitor is a self-emissive device, so its white balance is separate from the environment. So whatever I set the camera to, that's not really relevant for what the monitor shows. So usually the lighting is slightly yellow, and then the monitor ends up being slightly blue after I tune the color balance. So let me flip this around, bring up something brighter, and then show you with daylight color balance on the camera. Check it? I don't know what check it is. Yeah, it says that looks super white to me. I don't think that's wrong. So yeah, let me just use that. So what I'm going to do is we're currently at white balance 4700K. I'm just going to set it to 5600K. So this is daylight. This is effectively no white balance. This should be pure neutral, and that looks white to me. So this being shifted over doesn't seem like it is a blue over brightness issue. It seems like blue as the whole image is just shifted over. I'm trying to remember if the video board has any knobs. It's a DOS test program. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking blue bleeding is, I mean, I don't know. Is convergence usually universal? Let me close this. F10. Okay, yes. Okay. Let me bring up my photo of this. So, dir. So the convergence issue seems to be universal across the screen and all the way down. Also, does that look a little more yellow at the front? I think it does. Yeah. Shift the entire beacon output. Across. Okay, so you're saying convergence, huh? Let me read that Sam's photo fact again about the convergence thing. So there are definitely adjustment pots on the video board. All right. Okay. Let me see if it describes this anymore. If not, then I may have to see if I can find a service manual for the Hitachi tube. Adjust the ring magnets. If it's localized, move the strips. It appears to be the entire screen. It's also very, very likely I bumped the magnets. Okay. It does seem... So it looks like we can only move blue and green. Ah, man. What's that? Use RGB to HDMI for EJ CJ? No, I want a 5154. All right, so we're apparently going to have to mess with the convergence knobs. I learned my lesson from the Hydro Thunder CRTs. You have to get that glue off first. That is critical. So this is fun. Yay. All right. How do I want to handle this? Using the digital video to change it. Oh my gosh. All right. It's possible I did actually knock one of the magnets off. But it seemed like it didn't make any difference when I put it back. And it was so far away from the monitor. I don't think it was really a thing. Okay. So... yeah, man. All right. Oh yeah, now this is super yellow because I adjusted the white balance. Okay. So we have what appear to be two different kinds of markings. So that white paint strip is offset. So this could be blue. But then we can see this clear glue strip, and that does seem... see if I can get a light at an angle there. That seems to be in line, like it has not been adjusted. So it's possible this was adjusted at some point, maybe to try and counteract aging capacitors. I don't know. But that glue does look like it is not broken. Lock of sorts, that has to be loosened first. Oh, well, that's super good to know. Oh my gosh. I've never done this, so I don't know. Okay. All right. So you're saying move this first. That's the yoke grip. That does not look like you bumped it. Yeah, I don't think looking at it again, I don't think I bumped it. The worst you can do is make it worse. The worst I can do is break the rings. Ask me how I know. Phillips, isn't this thing with the screw the yoke grip? You know what? Let's look up the Hitachi tube. Let's look that up. Maybe we can find more purposeful information. So this is a M34 JDU 30X15. Yeah. Okay. So far, not finding anything for manual on the tube itself. Just references to its usage in the 5154. Four tap things like thread screw, clamps rings together. Okay. All right. So apparently I should attempt to do this. Can't find anything about the monitor itself. I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to try and scrape off the glue. Because I'm very nervous about breaking these. Close enough to enjoy the fact CRTs have quirks. The whole point of this thing is color. I would really like it. Is this the monitor that fell from the box? I wish it was. No. No, that one has vertical focus issues. Possibly the weirdest CRT problem ever. I'm making progress with the glue. I'm going to take the neck board off so I can't break it. Whoa! Tube heater works. That the AC? No, that's the fan from the power supply in the computer. And I'm getting blasted with heat from it, which is fun. But I'm going to need a monitor reference. So I got to leave it on. That's some slightly squishy glue. Ah, there we go. This glue sucks. How thick was that paint? Jeez. It's like perfect sleep noisemaker sound. Wouldn't be able to use hot glue on a CRT neck? No, the tube heater would have some words about that. It's still slightly soft. Wait a minute. Did I just move this? Did I move that? I feel like I did. Hopefully I didn't, because I see a bunch of magnets around it. Or maybe those are squishy pads, not magnets. I don't know. I hate everything. Oh my gosh. Please release. Where's the eye protection? What am I gonna do? Accidentally slip and turn the knife around and stab it into my eye? Alright, I'm gonna see if that's detached enough. Anyone have any tips on which way that should spin? Oh, cool, they're all spinning. Yeah, those are still glued together, clearly. That I moved. Oh, yeah, that definitely moves. Cool. Tube neck and eye. Yeah, if that happens, you're gonna... Oh, man. That would be not good. Alright, glue. Getting kind of done here. Ah! Okay, well that helped a little, but not that much. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn the monitor back on again. I'm going to go review. Oh, let's not. Let's plug the neck board back in. And then turn the monitor back on. I'm going to turn off the front-facing lights so I can see. Okay. Yep, still messed up. All right. For my sake, I'm going to point the camera at the front. I'm just going to be attempting to move the rings, but I need to be able to see what's happening. So I'm going to use the camera you guys are looking through as my second set of eyes to know what's happening here. So you're not going to see what I'm doing because I need the camera as a tool to be able to work here. It's like the whole ring cluster moves all at once still. Are there more glue blobs on this thing? I cannot get the 4-spoke part to loosen. It just shifts the whole thing around. Yeah, the PCB program will be good, but I still haven't defeated the glue. That's the problem. I still can't move the rings. Well, here, watch. You see the rings all move when I wiggle only the 4-pin, or the 4-post one. They are touching each other. And when I really try and push on it, they all follow it. I think I need to get the glue cut more. That's so not happening, Philip. No way.
Buck subbed as tier 1 and says 0x 10 months.
End of line.
Ah! Okay. That's loose. We can do it. Oh boy, here we go. All right, the power to screw this up is now in my hands. Plug in the neck board. Turn on the tube. Turn off the light. And then kind of run the PCB software, as it should provide somewhat of a seems like a really big adjustment. So that's the clamp ring, it appears. So that's not one of the adjustments. So we're going to run the PCB software here. I'm going to make this a little brighter as well, make it more obvious. I'm going to go turn off the lights across the room. Before I touch a single thing, I'm going to take a picture. All right, now it's slightly out of focus because I have the brightness cranked. So if I turn the brightness down, it looks a little better. I guess maybe I do that, and then I'll just crank this up a little more. There, okay. This is my first time ever adjusting convergence, so that's why I am a little, yeah. All right, taking picture. before the disaster. All right. All right, the ring is loose. So they are labeled weirdly. I'm going to touch the farthest away ring. I'm going to move it towards the center. Okay, that moved two of them at once. What did that do? Okay, that moves like red up and down. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I should try and get these separated. The glue is holding those two together. Stupid glue. That might have done it. There. Okay, they're separated. All right, so that one was kind of in line. All right, so now... Oh, this is trippy. Hold on, so if I go like really far over and then wobble these. Oh, this is weird. Huh. Yeah, hold on here. So, I'm gonna get way up in there. Whee! Looks perfect. I mentioned my eyesight's terrible. Well, actually, hold on. Is it just me, or does that make it look like blue is ghosting? Uh. Okay. Well,
Ultimate
that's...
subbed as Prime and says it's my alignment and I'll ghost if I want to.
And a line.
And thank you for the 19 months there. Uh, okay. Interesting. Well, let's try to take that into account. So it'd be about that. This is kind of fun. So I want to say that's correct. Right there. Okay, I locked it in. Boom. All right. Well, we're not gluing it yet because we still have to answer what's going on with the blue. So, yeah, we can see there. Well, now we have like red bleeding out on the edge too. We didn't have that before. All right, hold on here. No. We can do better. It's not exactly a left-right adjustment. It's very weird. Ben's getting it figured out now. Okay, that I think is it. We'll go with that. That looks better. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy with that. I'm curious what this looks like. Wow. You know, seeing it in person without like getting way up in there with a magnifying glass, it's not really noticeable. That might just be acceptable. Hold on here. If we F10, yeah, exit, all right. No, I can tell. I'm not going to be able to sleep with that knowledge. All right, we're going to have to adjust blue something or another. It's real close. It's so close. Like, if you didn't know, you might not notice, but it is there. Also, I did actually make a change to the convergence, so I'm not just at square one. I want to say the start point does look less yellow. So we have made an improvement, but yeah. Maybe it's like that from the factory. I don't think so, but I don't know. So we're not gluing that in yet in case adjusting the blue offset is bad. So blue dot is actually a teardrop shape. Yeah, something's not quite right there. So unfortunately, adjusting that is going to be super duper annoying. I think I know how to do it without it being too bad. Picture is pulsating. That might be the sync. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Or me walking around and bumping stuff. So. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. All right. I'm going to turn this light back on. I'm visible. Okay. I'm going to turn this off. And then we're going to wonder why the light is yellow on this camera. Apparently that's just what it does when it's recording. Okay. Go this direction. All right. We turned off the monitor. So what we have to do is remove this box. That contains the video color processing board, but the pots are on this side, so we cannot adjust them live, no matter what. So that kind of sucks. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we're going to at least look at it. So I'm going to verify it's off by just unplugging it, and then we're going to take that box out. Genius piece of design. This thing has so much going on. Oh my gosh. There's a lot. There's a lot to this. Does the board have holes in it? We'll take a look. I don't know. Well, I guess we could just do this. Hold on. 1, 2, and then I'll remove this screw. It does. But no labels. Do those actually align with the pots? I think I kind of do. There also seems to be crud under them. I'm not sure we can adjust through it. That one definitely, whatever that is. No on that. No on that. No on the... Oh, I know what it is. I can show you why. That explains it, jerks! Hold on. I know exactly what's going on. And yeah, I can't. Oh, that's weird. Wonder if it was like that from the factory. Probably? There are no pots there. So they're just straight up missing on that part. But over here, they put tape between the pot and the PCB, so you can't do it. That's what it is. I remember seeing that tape there and going, why? I wonder why they did that. 'Cause they're evil. That's why they did it. So yeah, that's under all of those. So which one's blue? So blue is the farthest one down, that. So I could take out the board, remove the tape, and then we can try and tune it. So, yeah, we're going to have to yoink the tape, but we have to disassemble the stupid thing to do it. Yeah, but I don't want to poke a hole through the tape and then knock it loose and have it flopping around in there. That sounds like a bad idea. I've not removed this board while the rest of the chassis was still in there, so this is going to be interesting. Power off, it's unplugged. Computer is on for video reasons. So, to make this make more sense here, these pins right there are a connector that plugs into the main board at the bottom. So there's a giant board that, or a giant connector that interfaces with the main board. But then there are also 3 wires that go to the neck board that I'm going to unplug. And then the potentiometer controls are here. And then there's more potentiometers for the vertical position and size there. So we're going to have to unplug these. And then this from the neck board. And then I can release the video board, only to be tricked. Hold on, unplug. Because the CGA input goes in here, but it's clamped by this top board. So in order to actually remove this, we have to loosen these screws. Slide this up and off. And then unplug the EGA input, actually. And then the whole board box is loose. If I hadn't taken off the back, this would have been a little easier. Okay. So now that we have this back out, or I have it back out, the live viewers haven't seen this before, we can go ahead and remove all this stupid tape. Wow, it's just disintegrating. Okay, cool. That'll let us access the pots from the other side. The flyback probably has a charge. It may also have a bleeder resistor. It doesn't really matter. The people freaking out about that are blowing it way out of proportion. I don't think I attempted changing any of these, so these should still be stock values. Touch it. I mean the flyback? There. Poked. There, touch the flyback. I'll even touch the anode cap. Look. There. Okay. Okay. So on this, we have weird labels. We have blue LSB, blue MSB, GLSB, MSB, and then R, which is apparently not meant to have pots. We can't tune the red channel. So maybe these, and then this is blue out, off. I don't know what on earth that is. So yeah, these three pots, which are at the bottom of the board once it's installed, are what we potentially need to change. And I believe I can get in there from the back now and adjust them with a small flat blade screwdriver. Let me verify that I have one of those that can do that while I have this out and can easily see both sides. So this, that does lock in, and yep, we can move those. Okay, so now we know we can adjust those while it's on. I can reassemble this. So blue LSB to get rid of the bloom. Perfect. Okay. All right, with that minor modification done, we can reassemble this. You need to note that this is the only part of the cage that is actually like keyed in any way. It's just for those holes and then for the cutout for the EGA cable. So as long as you have those accounted for, you can put the other two panels on either way. They are the identical. You know what? We're going to put the back on first because it makes it easier. Can't imagine those are least most significant bit. No, that would be crazy. I have no idea why. Set brightness to max on the front panel. I can do that. It's more relative to the other ones though. So 5154 tape delete mod. I don't want you to know. Yeah, really. I now know that I absolutely could have just shoved the screwdriver through there because that tape was dust. There we go. Okay. Plug in the EGA cable. I totally haven't messed that up before and forgot and then had to plug it in after the fact. Nope. Definitely not. I am going to be taking the outer shroud back off, but it was easier to just... Oh, wait. You know what? Do I even need to? I think the holes might be punched in such a way that you can adjust them without even taking the shield off. That's kind of weird. It's meant to be adjusted at max brightness? Alright, I'll just do it. Did all that bad-mouthing? There's plenty of questionable things about this still. Trust me. Like the fact that this doesn't really line up correctly. And that the connector plugs in while bending the board at an angle, but we're gonna just not worry about that part. That's why it leans forward so much. That was like the one screw I shouldn't have put in there. Ben disappears with the covers on to hide it. Yeah. So you're familiar with product design then. All right, those are the rear pots, and these are the front pots. Oh, it's flexing a lot this time. Get out of my way, hair. Why is this not plugging in? How did one of the pins get bent? Ugh. Someone redeemed Ben Pin instead of check for Ben Pin? Yeah. All right, there's that. And I got to reattach its mesh. It's a clock set on that PC. It does not have an RTC. Additionally, you can't see the clock. You're not allowed to set clock on just anything at any time. MQ Bush, I don't think I said thank you for these 16 months of Tier 1 earlier. My apologies, but thank you so much. Just realized that. What did I enter when I booted it up? I'd have that prompt disabled because it sucks. Does Monitor enjoyed a nice fresh coffee today? No, it's disabled because I have no water in the office to make coffee with. Okay, we're gonna undo this. And then we're gonna loosen this and this. I'm gonna slide this off because we're not gonna try and do that through the holes. I would like to be able to read the legends. Okay. I'm gonna double check everything's plugged back in. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Okay. With that, I think I can power this back on. Turn that off. Perfect. All right, so we can see the blue going over. I'm going to crank brightness. Adjust the camera. All right. Oh, man. Okay. Whew. Okay, we have to adjust blue LSB. Let me just double check which one that is. That is the lowest one possible. So that's right here. All right, let's see what happens. This is clockwise. Not seeing anything. This is counterclockwise. Not seeing anything change. Doesn't do anything throughout the full travel. But yeah, it does nothing. Well, I don't like that. I'm going to try the other one. Unfortunately, I have no reference. Okay. So that turns the intensity of blue down, but that doesn't fix anything else. Okay, I'm going with that for blue. Yeah, why is the other one not doing anything? I don't like that. I'm going to run edit because I know that'll give me both intensity levels. And see if I'm really messing stuff up or not. Oh my gosh. Edit. Unfortunately, it's all blue, but eh. Okay, I'm going to wiggle it and we'll see what happens here. So, for the record, that little hatch thing there, that's a full intensity section. So, I'm going to use this setting. Aha! That changes full intensity white balance, it seems like. Okay. So I want it to be about there. All right. Well, that's not going to help. Huh. All right. Wasn't there a third thing? B cutoff. All right. I mean, that sounds like it could be what I want. I'm going to go back to text mode. All right, I'm going to adjust B cutoff. Interesting. That's full screen. What if I turn that down and then this up? It just bounces back out to where it was. Okay, well, that's not helpful. I am approaching learning to live with it. Because I'm running out of ideas. Sharpie to cover up the blue you don't want to see. Gosh. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why. I will say this. There is one value of capacitor that I did not replace on the video board. But it's on all color channels, not just blue. Well, flicking the board doesn't do anything. Would have given up and you got to remove the glue. I really want this monitor to be awesome, okay? Symbol to the marginal transistor, I don't like that. We're so close. Looks superb, put the lid on. Ah, man. From a distance, you really can't tell. Here's what I suspect is going to happen. I suspect I'm going to go, it's good enough, and then I'm going to order the caps. And then we're going to replace the caps on the video board that might be causing this. It's about as good as it was. See, I would accept that in most cases, but right now I am extremely familiar with this thing. Way too familiar with it. So I'm much more comfortable working on this right now than any other CRT. So, oh, that's the thing, AI. I've replaced every single other capacitor in this, except that one value. And I'm not going to take the L on that one value because they are printed super duper weirdly. I ordered replacements. Here's why I haven't replaced those, okay? Where'd the eraser go? Is that what fell? I heard something thunk down. Oh, it's right here. All right. I apparently wasn't paying too close of attention, okay? Because the way that they're labeled is like this. All right? My brain instinctively put a dot right there, and I thought it was 2.2 microfarads, but it was 22 microfarads, so I ordered the wrong value by a order of magnitude. So I couldn't put the new ones in there because of the stupid kerning on the print on the jacket. That's literally what they look like. It's so annoying. So yeah, I have 2.2 microfarad caps just sitting over here in a bag that aren't being used because they're just so that might be the problem. Just put 10 of them in series. Yeah, really. I could do that on one value because I way over ordered this time, but yeah. So oh, I almost forgot to reveal something. Let's get this put back together. Because I think we're out of things to poke and prod. But man, it's so close. The horizontal phase wouldn't impact this, right? We could look at the phase. Hold on, I wanna just poke the phase. Just a little bit, okay? Just a little tiny test on the phase, okay? I'm just gonna oh, that just moves it left and right? No, that's not going to do anything. Okay, never mind. That's where it was. So you say don't. You have to realize every single pot on the main board I have touched. Every one of them. So you can say that all you like, but that's not going to make it so that I haven't done something with it. Isn't there... Those are vertical thingamajigs. I don't want to mess with those. So, just sitting here giggling. I mean, you have no idea what it took to get this thing working. All right, let's put it back together. Let's just put it back together. Yeah. Oh man, it's working though. It's working. It's a working 5154. Yes. Okay. I do need to put the side back on for the video board, but that's easy. Okay. Oh man. Anyway. Let me show you a historic moment here. It is the return of the Pokerator. Look at this glorious tool. Isn't it the best thing you've ever... I dropped it. Isn't it the best thing you've ever seen?
Algemet says all hail the new Pokerator CHER 100.
End of line.
It's perfect. This is a little thicker, but since that's what broke on the other one, I'm okay with that. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's exactly what it should be too. Pointy on the bent end and sharp bladed that's at an angle on the other end. Oh, it's wonderful. Now, technically, this came with like a whole bunch of other stuff, but we don't care about all that. We just care about this one, okay? This is the one that you want, all right?
Spaukin says PPP Pokerator CHER 100.
End of line.
Guess what? There's two of them! Because, you know, why order one? We can get two for, you know, whatever. That's, yes. Now, well, we'll try to get to know the other poking utensils, but I gotta be real with you. They're not gonna be the same. It's really hard to beat the majesty that is the Pokerator, all right? This thing, it's perfect. Oh my gosh. So yeah, the return of Pokerator begins today. That earns its rightful place on the workbench. All right, let's go ahead and put the case back together. Order two for the price of two. Yes. It's more like order two for the price of 10 or 14, because I think it's a 7-piece set, and all I wanted was that. But yeah. Screw. Boop. It works. This thing works. Oh my gosh. So excited. It's over. It's over. Oh. The reason Radio Shack put that design in their kit? Yeah, it's the best one. Yes. I think I started a search for Radio Shack solder kits, but none of them have popped up. I should keep that going and make sure. I want another Radio Shack one. Do I need it? Not even slightly, but I want it. Okay. Oh, man. Dude, this was an endeavor. Can you believe that the only reason I own this is because of the streams where we tried to get the PCB editing software working? That's it. This darkens all the way back to that. And I thought that was going to be like a nice little simple stream. Like, not even slightly. You guys don't even know the half of... Oh my gosh, what's gone into this? Ugh. Yes, this is eBay, but local. Correct. Technically purchased on eBay, but picked up from Payson. Local quotation mark. Hey, in CRT shipping terms, that's local. Why is this offset? I did screw that back down, right? Yeah, weird. Oh. Okay, but it's not a suburb, yeah. Oh, man. Soft set because he adjusted the rings. No, it's ghosting. Blue channel is ghosting. The ring adjustment actually helped quite a bit. Yeah, Wesley's right. Wesley knows how that just keeps expanding. The Phoenix metropolitan area is like the gray goo across the desert. All right. It's nice there's no hard drive in this. I can move it while it's on. That's not... Oh, wait, that was power. Oh, yeah, but it's not plugged in. Oh, boy. Neither's video. I should plug that in. I should turn the computer off. Because the EGA card is not secured. Wildly inconveniently sized computer assembly? Yeah, really. It's big. Oh my gosh.
Falcon says, who are you gonna call Ghostbusters CHER 104?
End of line.
Spooky, thank you for the 104 bits. Also, Spooky, thank you for the 100 bits before. And Ben, thank you for the 100 bits before. All right. The ceremonial first boot with it working. We don't know that I need 22 UF capacitors, but it's pretty likely. There's the RAM count showing up. You know what? I'm going to real quick just lean this slightly forward to eliminate that reflection. That is such a good sight to see. Oh, man. It works. Fire up, edit here, see it, boom. Yes, so good. Turn up the brightness a little bit too here. Oh man, that's nice. That's nice. And then close out of this, switch over to the PCB editing software and hold on, PCBS. And we get a real EGA demo of an application running in high-res mode. Oh, it's so nice. So, that is the 5154 fully repaired. For those of you watching this live, I'm going to do a video outro now, okay? So, yeah. So, that is the 5154 repaired. This is not synced. I normally have this synced to 60 hertz, but high-res mode runs at a different refresh rate. I don't actually know what refresh rate it is. I'll have to look into that. For when this comes back in the PCB design on an 8088 video that I should be doing sometime in the future. I'm not going to say soon because there are problems with this software that I haven't solved yet to actually make a PCD. But we'll cross that line when we get to it. But
End of
that
line.
is the monitor working after so much effort. So I hope that was educational, seeing everything that went into that. In the end, I did not need the Sam's Photo Fact, but I'm much happier having bought that and scanned it to get that preserved in a better quality than was available before. But yep, that was it. If you enjoyed this video on restoring this incredible monitor, you may want to subscribe to be notified when the next one comes out. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon. But for now, that's it. And I'll see you next time. All right. That's a funny way to describe it, the Colbert bump I got from Cathode Ray Dude. I don't think so, but I would have to check. All right, this is going to sound weird, but I think I'm also going to intro the video right now because it's been an unmitigated disaster, and I kind of want to start with it shown working rather than do that. It's a TV trope's turn. I didn't know that it became that solidified. That's hilarious. I'll say this, I watched through the genesis of that term, so to me that's just like, oh, it's related to the shows. But yeah, okay. Oh man. Let's see, you never finished that ancient Gerber to modern Gerber conversion script for you? Yeah, well, it's not a problem. If it's possible, that would be awesome. But yeah, that is one of the hurdles holding this back. Okay, let's do an intro for this now. Yeah, let me think about how I want to talk about this, because, boy, wow. That's where you first heard of it? Ah, interesting. Okay. Shubber records these outros, feels like Barbie blooper for Toy Story 2. Prototype work, just got dispirited when I installed the demo and saw how many other aperture shapes. Oh, okay. New office. I don't know what you mean, new office. It's the same office. That might happen, though, later this year. That's one of the reasons why this is not the next video. So I am ahead. Wipe the whiteboard? Nah, it's fine, whatever. The 22UF thing's not going to be in the video anyway. So, well, at least what me writing on the whiteboard, it doesn't really matter. So, all right, let's do the intro. Hello there. This is an IBM no, hold on. Okay, this is going to sound weird, all right? I've actually been trying to avoid doing the Doug DeMuro intro for a long time now, because I did not do it initially intentionally. It completely happened by accident. I don't know if we both just independently came up with the same idea because it's obvious, or if I did subconsciously pick that up. But I got tired of people comparing it to Doug DeMuro, so I stopped. So yeah. That's the thing. I think the phone is disabled. If it's not, it is now. So yeah, no. Redo on the intro. Hello there. What I have here is an IBM 5154. This is the EGA monitor for the original IBM PC XT line of computers. Now, this monitor was not something I ever really thought I would end up getting. They have become unbelievably valuable over time, and I think it's because EGA fits into this weird transitionary period between the start of the PC, where it was predominantly MDA and CGA, and then VGA systems, where the PC just exploded exponentially in popularity. But EGA happened during the IBM PS2 era mostly, and no, let me walk that back. It's a little before that. But EGA happened in this, how do I phrase this? But EGA never really had that broad of adoption. It wasn't as good for video games as... Now this is really difficult to explain. So this puts EGA in this weird period where there are not that many monitors available for it, and the ones that are really hard to get and really hard to get working. This 5154 I bought as dead. Not necessarily untested. It was described as having sizzled and popped before I bought it, if I remember correctly. But, and while that clued me in to capacitors being an issue, that was far from the only issues that I had with it. So today, we're going to go on the journey that was getting this monitor back into functional condition. And just, I still can't believe it. I'm pinching myself because I have a functional 5154 now. Man, I didn't think about that. Man, I didn't think that would ever happen. I think I need to do a second part to the intro here, because I don't remember what I filmed. So yeah, let me quickly do this. Now you're gonna join. Hold on. Yeah, we're still here at this part. Yeah, we're still here at this part because I need to mention that when I first got this monitor, I was still kind of barreling towards a project that was trying to get this software in particular running, which requires an EGA monitor to run. I'm not even trying to get games working on this thing. I wanted some nerd CAD software to work. But trying to get this working was kicking my butt, and I bought this thing spur of the moment. And I brought it to the office and tore it apart to investigate the power supply capacitors. So before I even really started filming this video, I'd actually ripped it all apart and bought new capacitors to put into this thing. So where you're going to join me is where I just got those parts in and am trying to get it all put to... Nope. So where you're going to join me is coming back to this thing, partially disassembled, to put the new capacitors in. There we go. That'll work. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out all that stuff later, but blech. So, yeah. Like a zombie that's monitors come back from the dead? Yeah, really. Yeah, apart from the 22UF ones. Those are not in the power supply. I had to do 2 capacitor orders for this thing, and they weren't even the problem. So, all right. We're out only on live stuff, maybe, probably. I don't know. How long do I have to record in the camera? Oh my gosh, I still can do 6 more hours. I'm just going to let it run. It'll be extra footage I'll probably just throw away after, but now we can mess around with the thing. What can we do really quick with a 360K 604 or 360K drive 640K 5160 with EGA? What can we test that I have? Because yeah, I don't have Jill of the Jungle. This is where this gets a little more complicated because I want it to be something I've got. So, wow, I feel like the blue's getting worse. Oh my gosh, don't tell me the cap's gonna die. Like, while we're live. No. Play Crisis. Yeah, maybe that's not too bad. Let me turn this down. Boom. Oh my gosh. I do feel like it's getting worse, though. Oh, I'm totally going to be buying a new capacitor. Oh, it's because the brightness is cranked so high. That's why. Okay. Yeah, these monitors really don't do a good job of fighting this stuff. I'm going to go see if I have a 360K EGA game. I'll be right back. It would be cool if I did. I just don't remember. They are all like 1.2 megs, which is really annoying. Let's see. What are DOS games? Trick Style's not a DOS game. Harpoon, PC 3.5, no. Sim Theme Park, not DOS. Let's see, way over here. Don't even know if you can still hear me here. Red Baron, that's Windows 98. not DOS. Let's see, Dig Dug, that's not DOS. Krondor, Betrayal at Krondor, what's that? This is,
Ultimate says no, we can't hear you over there. CHDER 100.
End of line.
This is 3.5-inch VGA, and it requires a 386, so that's a no. Thank you for the, I think, 100 bits there, Ben. Let's see. Disney Animation Studios, that's 1.4. Now I can't hear you, actually, because my Bluetooth headset just disconnected. Let's see, MIDI Maze, that's an Atari ST game. Already looked at Harpoon. Toonstruck is a CD game. That Kid Pix for PC? I didn't realize I had that. I mean, I know what I have. Huh. Let me look at the other shelf. It's going to require me to turn the light back on. Boop. I'm just waiting for someone to message, like, oh no, Shelby, come look, it exploded. Ah! Ooh, wait, Sublogic's Jet. 128K, color graphics monitor, IBM enhanced graphics adapter. Hello. Perfect. I just knocked stuff down. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So the PCB software runs. Let's try a game. So this is Sublogic's Jet for PC, AT, and XT, and Junior, and all that stuff. But it supports enhanced graphics adapter. So we should be able to get more color out of this game while running it on this computer. This is complete in box, yes. IBM Drawing Assistant, no. I do have PC Paint with the Mouse Systems mouse. All right, there's the cheat sheet for how to actually play the game, and then beautiful. Okay, let me close out of the PCB editor software. It's in such great condition. It is. I really liked how. So I had no idea what Jet was. I just saw it for a very reasonable price on eBay one day, and I'm like, there's no way I can't not buy that. It looks amazing. So, also, this monitor is enormous, by the way. It is so big. So I know I do need to clean this a little bit, but yeah, we're going to not worry about that for now. I think I have to use the B drive. I need to do some work on the A drive still. I've already imaged this disk, by the way, as well. I don't remember. Do I just run Jet? Because I don't think I install anything. Yeah, Jet. So this game may also be a booter. I'm not sure, because it is a very weird sector layout. Matter of fact, it does not specify a DOS version, so let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to boot it. That could be a problem. Let's try this. Can I tell the XTIDE to boot off of floppy B? A, can I make it B? Yeah. All right, we'll try to boot off A here in a second. Those colors are so not right. All right, we'll try booting off A. I'm not confident. Booting C. Oh, I forgot to tell it to boot A. Hold on. My bad. Oh, I think it's going to work. Whoa, that's... What? Oh, what now? Hold on. Yeah, is that a horizontal sync thing, or is it trying to send something wonky? Trying to look through the manual to see if it tells me how to launch it in, like, specific modes or something. This is, like, only about how to play the game. It doesn't have anything... It has literally nothing related to what the game is, or how to run the software. Okay, so that's useless. Is it about some pinball game? No. Scenery disc? No, that's not that. Huh. Okay. This could possibly be an incompatibility with the EGA controller I have in here. I'm not sure. That's weird. I'm gonna press escape. Turn the monitor back on just to see what it does. And it is... I don't think it's a horizontal sync issue unless it's a real IBM EGA controller. No? You know how rare those are? Yeah, that's weird. Oh, the computer's locked up. That was difficult to get it to break out of the game. I don't know. I'm not going to read into that too much. It does specify EGA on the box, but it also specifies CGA. It says color graphics monitor adapter, Hercules, graphics card, or IBM enhanced EGA. How does it know? How much RAM does the card have? Some. See, these are questions that I didn't want to get to in the video, because it's like, this is a whole other box of worms. Can of worms. This is why we ran the one EGA program that worked, and bloop, getting out of here. Yeah, I might need a 256K card. Well, good news, I think I got one sitting over here. Bad news, we're out of time. So, yeah. But it works. It does work. Yeah, so this is a Paradise EGA card here. That might work. I'll have to find out. Yeah, I have no idea what just happened there. All right. I think we're going to have to call it there. Oh, man. I'm trying to remember. I was going to tell you what we're going to do this weekend. I feel like I had an actual plan for tomorrow, but I can't remember what it was. What have we done recently? We're not swapping cards right now. We're wrapping this up because we are out of time. I guess tomorrow then is going to be some VGA capture stuff. So I'm thinking tomorrow we're going to tear apart my actual VGA capture computer, all right? Because I need to remove all of the VGA capture cards. And we're going to... The Rec CPM was supposed to be today, and then this ran late. But tomorrow we're going to rip out all of the VGA capture cards, and we're going to install this. This is a DataPath Vision RGB E2S. This is a dual input VGA capture card. And I wanted this a lot. So we're going to pop this thing in there, and we're going to remove the Vision RGB E1S, which is basically the exact same card but single input. But it's also like weird and difficult to mount because I came with a half height bracket, and they're just a pain in the butt. I had to make a bracket for it. So yeah. Fancy card, it really is. This is a good card. It's going to be the thing. So I had a thought recently, okay? I'm ready to do the VGA capture video, but that's the card I'm going to recommend. Well, not that. I'm going to recommend the E1S, but I wanted that card before I made the video. Because I didn't want the value to like explode. I didn't want to paraphrase something else. I didn't want to tech bone effect myself by making a video or extol the virtues of this card, but then not actually have one. Because there are times where I need to be able to do 2 VGA capture sources at a time, and I don't always want to use the extrons, but the extrons are actually the thing I'm going to recommend, but also point out some of the flaws with them. So it's a whole complicated subject, but I think I can now boil it down and recommend actual hardware. It came with 2 realizations. This is why VGA capture video, I think, may come up sooner than later. Again, I'm not committing to any times on this, but the open source scan converter Pro is not 4K. Done. Out. 1080p really isn't a good option for scaling, even though I have the Extron, but the Extron's cheap and really easy to use. Also, the open source scan converter Pro, I'm not sure if it has a PC interface, and I've decided that a PC interface is a requirement for this. Which brings us to the RetroTink 4K. It might be amazing. I don't know. But it will also be kind of a pain to set up for every weird video capture source and things like that. I really like the 4K. I really like the pixel doubling that it could do, or like quadrupling in 4K. But the no PC interface and the lack of availability are making it hard to think about. So I'm settling in on what I'm recommending. It's going to be the DataPath Vision RGB series and the Extron scalers. So yeah, so RetroTink 5K is 1440p. I don't know. Yeah, 5X. Yeah, same thing. Interesting, but still, you have to work through a remote. This is actually one of the realizations that I'm having. So I don't remember where I put it. It might just be right here. I have, nope, I don't know where it is. An air mouse for the VGA capture computer. And the initial setup was supposed to have a monitor mounted over my desk, kind of like this, all right? Here. This thing, okay, or that, all right, monitor above the desk, VGA capture computer, I guess we don't need that, VGA capture computer connected to that, and an air mouse for controlling capture. And I'm now realizing, cheap laptop, here, remote desktop to the VGA capture system is way better, because typing in like precise front porch and back porch stuff with the remote was awful. I could do it because I had a full keyboard and numpad, but it was terrible. So remote desktop, high performance, no machine, it's going to be how I'll do that. Kind of changes the game. So we're going to wipe the operating system on that computer. We're going to install KDE Neon, because I think that'll be fun. And then we're going to redo the software. I need to update VCS as well, because it looks like that's improved a lot too. So yeah, we're going to have a lot to do tomorrow. Hopefully that card works. And yeah, Helicraft, it is Helicraft on the price of this card, all right? These either sell for $600 or $60. I'll tell you which one I paid, or I'll let you guess which one I paid. Yeah, don't pay $600 for one of these. They don't actually sell for that. So, yeah. Say how much better or worse Plasma 6 is? Both are true. We already kind of messed with it on the server motherboard. It's all... ugh. So, anyway. All right. That is it for today. So, I am going to run the outro. I've been leaving this on because I just wanted to, like, burn it in. It's totally working. Oh, my gosh. It's working. Yes. All right. Outro. Well, that's it for today. 5154. Done. It works. Oh my gosh. That's 5154. I do need to order the 22 microfarad caps and hope that fixes the blue blurring. Don't know. Just gotta hope for the best on that. But yeah, that thing works. Oh my gosh. So happy. So happy. But yeah, we're gonna have to call that here. If you guys enjoyed this stream, you may want to follow or subscribe on YouTube or whatever to be notified when the next one happens. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon or get a shirt like this one. But that is it for now, and I'll see you all next time.